Hello everyone. Today I'm outside ABC Bullion and you can see it's very windy here, but I'm still again in Martin Place. This is my second video in Martin Place. I have already explained about Martin Place, what it is and how big the area is. Last time I mentioned there is a ABC Bullion shop which is quite famous for gold selling, and I'm going to talk about it in my next video. ABC Bullion is quite famous shop, or you can say the big warehouse of gold, because ABC Bullion are certified gold sellers and silver. They also sell some other products like platinum, palladium, and the other metals. They are quite famous for it, quite reliable. People from all over the Australia rely on their online and physical shop. This is their physical shop in Australia. Few years ago, they were in Pitt Street in some building where they were on level 4 or 5. But soon they become very famous and popular, and they have opened this big shop. You can see the people are lining up in queue and stand for their turn. Today there's no queue, but few days ago it was hard to believe this queue will end in 2 to 3 hours. I myself joined that queue to understand and learn the experience from people, why they are gathered and what they want to achieve out of it. So this is what about ABC Gold. Today I'm going to talk about their traits, what is a myth of gold and silver, why it's getting very popular, and what people are doing. Hello everyone, this is Nadia, and again I'm with my new video where I will give you some exposure and talk about gold and silver price, why people are worrying about gold, and why they want to buy all these metals. All of a sudden market has changed past 1.5 years. People approach change, but now these days it's very quiet. I'm not an expert, but in this video, I will cover some insights and some approach of Australians and people who are here, what they think about gold and silver and why they're buying it. So for that, please watch this video till the end. So gold is something which is quite popular in Asian countries for jewelry perspective, even a silver. People love to wear ornaments and show their elegance in parties, in events, wherever they can. The demand of gold and silver is always here from beginning. 1,000 years ago, even you can see from through sculptures, paints, and cultural histories how gold and silver were important. All the metals were used in form of uh, some uh, some pots, and there was different use where metal was getting used and popular among people. Born with silver spoon also came from this silver buying, because people with a rich attitude, they can be compared with metals by saying that he born with silver spoon, so means a person is rich. So coming back to the topic, like what is approach of Australians towards buying silver and gold. Past few weeks, like in the beginning of this year, I have started observing the queue was not ending, which started last year somewhere. Metal was getting expensive, silver become more expensive. Silver was cheaper, but double up in price, and gold also doubled in the price. People were buying it like anything. Few people said they think some war is going to happen, or few people are saying some US dollar currency, some currency will somewhere get impacted, and that's why they need to buy ornaments or metal so it can be helpful for them. People happy with different approach were not only reaching out to these metal shops, but also they're also looking what best they can buy from here. So ABC Bullion Shop is quite popular and reliable place to buy a gold. They have their online facility, and also they have these physical store where people can come. They can order online, and later on they can buy it the way they want. Security always intact, protection always there. Even if you have purchased through your account your gold and you are here to collect, then they will check your identity. So normally they have two queues. One queue is for buying and the other queue is for collection. But today there's no one. A few days ago, it was hard to see people were standing there and how the queue will end. At 5 o'clock, they have to tell people, please, we are done and we are no longer operating. Go home, come back tomorrow or some other time, and then collect your orders or buy whatever you like to. The people in Australia made so much purchase of silver, so they are run out with their 5 kg silver bar. So you can see that how much people were worrying about buying metals, applying their old savings. So the changing situation in all over the world, the political scenarios and the conflicting which were rising from everywhere made people worried about their currency situation. They felt there is a possibility if the global situation will go into crisis, market will crash, currency will lose its value, then metal will be the only thing which can help. If we listen to the version of people, the time when market becomes so aggressive, people were buying gold and silver like anything, stop buying when it reached to its limit. Every time when the world leaders are making statements, people are making or shifting their approach to buying the metals. These days, the purchase is stopped. Almost people are not buying further. They are just waiting. Whatever they buy, what they bought, and they're holding, and the holding capacity will decide the future. But as of now, they are just thinking, what is going to be next? Who never, who didn't purchase, they are in FOMO, fear of missing out, and they might thinking what they need to do. And who had purchased, they are worrying. What happen if currency and metal will lose their value? So these are the questions which come first in the mind of buyers and those who didn't buy. But things will always change. Perception always change. Uh, why don't you write in a message and tell us like, what do you think? Buying gold is a wise advice, or not buying was a bad idea, or what is the best thing to do? There are different kind of buyers. Those buyers who has some regular approach of buying these metals, like with some small savings, they come and buy as per their own convenience and accumulate gold and silver or other metals. And there are some other buyers who aggressively buy when they hear some in news and they want to sell it so they can make money out of it. That thing called gambling, or maybe some good analysis, or require more information before to make such decision. People who have short-term purchase and selling approach like a share, metals cannot be like that, because metal has some approach to grow and they can stop on some time. The consistency of growth is quite different than shares. So overnight earning cannot be possible. It only happen when there are situations uncertain, as happened last year to this year. It was uncertain. All of a sudden, prediction was to buy gold because world will go into crisis. But it's not every time's approach. However, people who are buying from old times, like grandmoms in India or China or some other countries, they might be happy because they might had a lot of gold and silver. But if you have such experience, please share with us with this video. I'll say bye. Don't forget to subscribe, like,